What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to introduce to you my 1979 Cherokee Chief. I have been looking for this truck for a long time. Probably about 8 months now. I have been scouring the internet looking for the right starting project truck. I did not want anything that was crazy restored, because they're $25,000-$30,000, and then a lot of the ones that needed quite a bit of work, the people just wanted way too much money for them, so I was just waiting for the right one so I could pull the trigger. And I did find it. We found it in Arizona, and the gentleman was very nice and gracious to send me a bunch of videos, explain everything to me, and then we had it shipped up here. So in this video, I'm gonna do a walk around, show you the good, the bad, the ugly, and then what we're gonna do to it. So stay tuned. Alright, so I'm going to start with the front of the truck. As you can see, it is missing the grill, it's missing the headlights, it's missing a front bump. That is because the gentleman that had it before us was going to turn it into a full-blown wheeler. Hence, you can see the front fenders are missing. They are in the back of the Cherokee. I don't know if I'll put them back on or not. I kind of dig the look. What do you guys think? The back ones are obviously still on. I think this gives it a little bit more of a wheeler look, but I'm curious to know what you guys think. As you can see, the black grill is down there. It was not on when I got the truck. It was sitting inside of it. Do you guys think I should go back to a black grill? I'm kind of thinking maybe the polished look. We're going to end up repainting it the same color. Hold on, I gotta show you this. I don't know how well you can see the difference. This is an Arizona truck, so it is very faded, but in the sunlight, it is a nice shiny red with gold metallic flakes. It's kind of like an orangish red. So my wife and I think that we're going to end up painting it that same color again. Okay, so now let's pop down to the suspension, show you the good, bad, and ugly down there. All right, so this does have a 4-inch super lift spring set. As you can see, the shocks definitely are going to need replaced. Looks like they had a dual stabilizer system on this, a Rancho system. These are the wide track Dana 44s. This is a true Chief. Even though all the badges and everything are gone, the VIN number is a true Chief. Obviously somebody must have just took them all off, but I think we're gonna end up doing the 1-ton steering upgrade under here. We'll get the front axle up, check what gearing is in this thing. I have not really got to drive it much yet. There's a bunch of stuff in the back, but we'll get to that soon. All right, let's pop this hood. Nice and hefty. Okay, so the power plant is an AMC 360. Now, I don't have paperwork or anything, but the old owner told me that this was a rebuilt 360. It has a mild cam in it. It does have an Edelbrock Performer carb, Edelbrock 4-barrel carb. I just bought that air filter because when it got here, he forgot to send it with it. Can't be driving around sucking a bunch of dirt in, but appears that they have switched out the master cylinder. The brakes do not feel all that great, so I gotta look around and figure out what's going on with that. They do work, but they're just pretty soft. Overall, it's not bad. This exhaust manifold is leaking very bad, so we actually have a set of Hedman headers that he sent with the truck, so we'll be putting those long tube headers on, and we'll do a build video installing those and see what the difference is, because right now it sounds like crap. Okay, so for tires right now, it has Pentagonias on it. Looks like it has some upgraded hubs for it, so we'll have to go through those, make sure all that is in good shape. But I like the tires, I like the rims. I'll probably clean them up and polish them up, but I don't think I'm going to replace those anytime soon, especially since they're brand new. 35-inch, I do know in the future with what we plan to do to this rig, it's probably going to end up getting minimum of 38s, maybe even 40s, depending on how the build how the build goes, but we'll definitely wait to see at that point. So let's move on to the back. All right, so the back of the truck has a nice swing out bumper on it. I probably will end up keeping that on there. I think it's a pretty nice setup. It does open pretty easy. It's definitely somebody's homemade, but it's not in bad shape. So we'll throw that open. Now, it does not have any stops on it, so that is why there's a nice big dent on that side, but that's okay. We'll get that popped out. Okay, let's open up this massive tailgate here. You stay there. They do not make those light. Jeez, oh Pete's. So the tailgate is not in the greatest shape. I think I'm gonna end up looking for a new one. It should not be split like this. But the window does go up and down, so that's a good sign. And then there is just a stainless steel panel on that side, so we'll be able to get that dent out pretty easy, I think. There's a whole bunch of parts back here. I have not dug through it yet. This is actually my air cleaner, my other air cleaner, but it does not fit under the hood. But so yeah, it's not too bad. The rear end looks pretty good. Like I said, I want to get all that stuff out of the back so I can see how the floor pan looks on this side. But other than that, some of this stuff is just clean it up, make it look a little nicer, probably get some new seals and stuff in there, and you know, probably not a ton to do back here. Now, as far as underneath, it does have a nice solid diff cover on it already, so that's nice. Like I said, the shocks back here look like they need to be replaced too, but all in all, it's in pretty good shape. The nice thing is the frame on this thing is absolutely solid. Okay, so the very not good about this truck is the interior. It is definitely an Arizona truck, and there is pretty much no interior to talk about. So still has the original steering wheel. It does have the original horn button. Now the gauges, this is all chipped apart, and I'm probably gonna end up replacing that with the digital unit that I saw online that they have. You know, the tailgate window button, all of that stuff is missing, so we're gonna have to, what I think I'm gonna do, so I actually found a 1977 Cherokee Chief in Houghton Lake, Michigan. So I'm gonna probably be picking that truck up because it looks like it has all the interior. The interior looks like it's black, so I'll be able to have the dash pad, the glove box, the seats look like they're in good shape, the headliner, where the interior of this one is completely gone. So we'll probably pick that one up because I know that the frame is rotted on it and the floorboards, all that stuff is completely rotted out. Go figure, Michigan, Rust Belt, right? So we'll grab that thing as a donor vehicle. That way we can get the interior really nice. My plans for the interior, replace the, I don't really like that they've got the stainless steel, but it might grow on me, we'll see. We'll probably, I guess, end up extending that back. I want to get the rear seat done and reupholstered. I'm probably gonna put racing bucket seats up front. Right now it's got some shoddy TJ seats, so I think all in all the interior is gonna take a lot of work, but I'm looking forward to working on it, and I think it's gonna end up looking good and turning out good. So, you know, but it's a project. That's what we do with projects. Now let's talk real quick about my future plans with this thing and what I want to do to it. It's a really good platform. It's a really good start. It's a good base. All of that could have been summed up, and it's a good base vehicle. It does not have a ton of rust on it. It's got a little bit, but what do you expect from a 1979? It's going to have some issues. Now, what I want to do, I want to 3-link the front. I want to put King or Fox coilovers under the front end. That way, and then the 1-ton steering upgrade. That way it drives down the road a lot nicer. I want to kind of make this a modern restore build. That way we've got some new school and some old school. Now, as far as the power plant goes, well, our plans for that Right now it's going to stay the AMC 360 as long as I can get it running good. It doesn't run too bad. It starts up easy. It's definitely got a miss. I think it might be a vacuum issue on the carburetor, so I'll be digging into that. We're going to put the long tube headers on, probably just put some glass packs and exit over the rear axle. And then as long as it drives good, we're going to keep that power plant for now. I do know that it has a turbo 400 transmission that has a shift kit in it. So once we get all of the crap out of the back, I'm probably going to take it down the road, see how it shifts, see how it drives. But after we get the interior done and after we get the exterior done with the suspension and everything the way we want it, it's getting a 500 plus horsepower 383 stroker that's sitting in my garage, and that is set up for a 200 shot of nitrous. So we should be around 650 to 700 horsepower after you hit that lovely button. My plans for this rig, it's going to be kind of a Silver Lake sand dune toy slash, you know, have fun on the street. You know, we'll probably go get into some rock crawling here and there and just go have fun with it. You know, it doesn't have to be a perfect truck. It's not going to be a perfect truck. It would take me a lot of money and a lot of time to make this a perfectly restored truck. So that's not really our intentions. Hence why I'm pretty sure the fenders will be coming off so that we can fit some larger tires under it and just go have fun and enjoy an old school truck. So I really want you guys to follow this build, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, because standing over there is our pole barn, or will be our pole barn. The excavating just got done, so I cannot wait for that pole barn to get built so we can get that thing inside and start the build on it. And I want you guys to come along. So I really appreciate you watching. Let me know if you have any questions at all. I can't wait to talk to you guys again. See you later.